Hello everybody, today we're back again on another video. Alright guys, today's video is going to be about, like the title is saying, who is the man to beat at the US Open? US Open, who by the way, is just around the corner. Let's be honest, my tennis friends all around the world. Tennis is all about the majors. When people talk about tennis, especially the casual tennis fans, they talk about the Grand Slams. That is the pure gold of tennis. That is the World Cup of tennis. That is the beauty of tennis. All respect to 500 class tournaments, Master 1000 tournaments, ATP finals, the season finale where the top best players in the world compete. But tennis is mostly about the majors. Let's be honest here, alright? And US Open it's just around the corner. I think it is 2 weeks from now US Open starts. Barely 2 weeks, 12 days, something like that. And who is the man to beat at US Open 2023? My tennis friends all around the world. Let's talk about this. Yeah, baby, let's do it. At the current moment, we have a tournament that is being played in USA, Ohio, United States, America. Call it what you want. Cincinnati Masters. It is a big tournament. Doesn't matter who wins this tournament. I believe it will be Djokovic or Alcaraz. But you never know. You never know. Because players who wins the Masters before the big event starts, usually those players don't win the Grand Slams. Alright, my tennis fans all the world, that is been the recipe the last couple of years. The player who won Rome didn't win French Open. Alright? So, and we all know that Rome, Medvedev won. But Medvedev lost the first round at French Open. The players who won the Master 1000 tournaments coming into US Open in 2022, they didn't win the US Open. They were not even close in winning the US Open. Both of them lost early. PCB won the Montreal title last year, the Master 1000 title, because last year the Canada Open, the Master 1000 in Canada was played in Montreal, because you know guys, 1 year they played in Montreal, 1 year they played in Toronto. Last year they played in Montreal, and that tournament PCB won, his first ever Master 1000 title. He didn't win the US Open, of course not. He was not even close in winning the US Open. And then Cincinnati, last year, Coric won it. He also won his first ever Master 1000 title, exactly like PCB did 1 week earlier. He didn't win the US Open last year. No. Because it is one thing in playing good tennis for 1 week in the best of 3 sets, like the Master 1000 tournaments are. At least majority of them, they are in 1 week. Some of them are in 2 weeks, like in the Wells and Miami. And some at least that has been the case with Miami and in the Wells. That has been a 2 weeks format tournament. And now some other clay court tournaments also has been 10 days, not 2 weeks, but 10 days. Anyway, you know my point. And those tournaments are not in the best of 5 sets. That is one thing to be good. Those tournaments in best of 3 sets in 1 week. You don't need to win 7 matches, etc., etc. And a completely different story in doing that in a 2 weeks time in the best 5 sets, like of course all the 4 majors are. So who wins the majors? Who wins the Grand Slam tournaments, my tennis friends all around the world? It is not average players. It is great players who win Grand Slam tournament. That's why I always say, if you win major tournaments, if you win Grand Slam tournaments, then I will rank you as a great player. That's why I rank a player like Thiem as a great player. Because he has won Grand Slam title. Not everybody wins Grand Slam titles. Federer didn't do it. Tsonga didn't do it. Berdych didn't do it. Nalbanda didn't do it. Reyes didn't do it. To mention some really good tennis players from the past. But Thiem won at least one. And even he will never win more. I don't think he will. I did a video actually about Thiem one year ago when I said, will Thiem be one slam wonder? I said yes one year ago. Some of you didn't agree. I actually go back and watch my old videos sometimes and look my predictions, how I have been with my predictions, and 60% I should say I've been right. I said Federer will never win a Grand Slam title anymore after losing that Wimbledon final 2019, that heartbreaking one. I was right about that. I said that both Nadal and Djokovic, both of them will surpass Federer in Grand Slam titles, and I did that already 4 years ago. After Federer lost that heartbreaking Wimbledon final 2019, I did a video after that both Nadal and Djokovic, both of them will surpass Roger Federer in Grand Slam titles. I was right about that. I was right about Thiem. Most likely I will be right about Thiem, because Thiem is still playing tennis. And Thiem will be a one slam wonder. Some of you can go one year back and watch that video. Some of you did agree with me. It seems like I will be right about that as well. So in many of my predictions, I actually have been right. 60% I should say I've been right. So Thiem at least has won one Grand Slam title. So that makes him to a great player. Medvedev has won a Grand Slam title. Medvedev has not many Grand Slam titles left in him as well. I've said about Medvedev, I've not done a video about that, but I've wrote to some comments in other podcasts, because I sometimes write comments in other tennis YouTubers' podcasts, and I've said that Medvedev has most likely won his last Grand Slam title. But I'm not sure about Medvedev. I'm not sure, but because he's still very competitive. He's still top 10 in the world, even top 5 in the world. So, but let's be honest, he's winning these smaller events, 500 class tournament, and Masters as well, because Masters is not small, it is pretty huge. But when it comes to majors, he's not delivering that huge of a success. He lost in the third round at Australian Open. He lost in the first round at the French Open. He did a great run at Wimbledon. He's playing the semi-final there, but he lost pretty comfortably against Alcaraz in straight sets, so he was never close in defeating Alcaraz in that semi-final at Wimbledon earlier this year. And let's see how we will do it at the US Open. Anyway, Medvedev maybe has one left more in him. Maybe one left more, but I don't think he has left more than that. Anyway, if you win majors, you are a great player. Medvedev has won at least one. Thiem has won at least one. But Zverev has never won one. Tsitsipas has never won one. Berrettini has never won one. So far. I don't call them great players. So, just because you win Masters, that doesn't mean you will win the majors. Like I just demonstrated in this video. Last year's, exactly this period of time, 12 months ago, PCB won Montreal. He was never close to winning the US Open. Coric won Cincinnati last year. He was never close in winning US Open. Who is the man to beat at US Open 2023? Because I've not talked about that player. I believe that if you look at it historically, who is winning the majors? It is Alcaraz who's winning the majors, or it is Djokovic who's winning the majors. Who has won the last 4 majors? It is Alcaraz, it is Djokovic. Djokovic won Wimbledon last year and Australian Open earlier this year. Alcaraz won US Open last year and Wimbledon this year. Who has won the last 4 majors? It is Novak Djokovic and it is Carlos Alcaraz. It is one of these two who will win US Open this year, my tennis fans all over the world. If somebody else surprises, I will be little surprised, not shocked, because the last three winners at the US Open has been new Grand Slam winners. Dominic Thiem won US Open 2020. He became the new Grand Slam winner. Daniil Medvedev won US Open 2021. He became a new Grand Slam winner. And Carlos Alcaraz won US Open 2022 1 year ago. He also became a new Grand Slam winner. So it seems like when players wins their first Grand Slam title, they are doing that at New York. So if we get a new Grand Slam champion, the most likely that to do that is at New York, and it is not at the Australian Open, it is not at French Open, it is not at Wimbledon. But I still believe that we will not get a new Grand Slam winner in 2023. That is my feeling. I believe that the player to defeat at this year's US Open is Alcaraz, and of course Djokovic as well. You can never count out a 23 times Grand Slam winner like Novak Djokovic. But if somebody forces me to just say one name, I will say Alcaraz. I don't care what Alcaraz does prior to US Open. I don't care that Alcaraz lost the quarterfinal at Toronto last week. I don't care how Alcaraz will do at Cincinnati in this week. I still have Alcaraz as the man to beat when US Open starts 12 to 10 days from now. That is my feeling. That is my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree or not. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. See you next time. Peace!